Well, welcome to our adventure with the PiHut Advent Calendar, and we're looking at day 4. It gets more and more exciting as time goes on. So let's take number 4 out and see what we get in today. I'm always going to be a day behind because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who's following day by day. So I'm going to open the day behind. Right, this time we have a bunch of wires again. A LED which is split up into bars, and I think it's a set of resistors. So let's have a look at the diagram that shows what we got to do. Right, okay. So it was a bit tricky trying to get it out of the packet. Just lost the transistor, the resistors. Right, see if I can find it. Yeah, this. I haven't crushed it with the wheel. Right, okay. Right, it says this has a particular orientation. Okay, and they want you to put it in the middle between two sides of the breadboard. Okay. So I always get worried about this if I pressed it too hard. Let's put the set of resistors in. Right, that's in nicely. Right. It says to leave the two switches on from previous days, so that's nice and easy. And then there's a bunch of wires you've got to connect. Now, while I connect these, I'll just switch off, and then it'll be together by the time you come back. Now, when putting this together, make sure that your cables are all set up properly, because it's likely to go all wrong. So this is quite an exciting part of the bits and pieces they give you, because you've got this bar LED which does some interesting things depending upon the code. So just make sure you wire them up properly. If you're colourblind regarding cables, separate the cables and do them individually. I've tried to keep them together. Now let's try the first. This is a segment test. Let's see if it's wired up properly. So let's put it into the code into Thonny. Okay, here we go. Right, and basically this is what happens to the segment LED. If you wired it up correctly, if you can see it through the wires, it just goes back and forth. A bit more exciting than these last few days. Now, that's a segment test. Next is easier with segment control with lists. So if you want to get into programming with this funny Python software. So let's copy the next stage over. What happens with this one? It gradually counts up. Let's run it again. It stopped. There we go. See it counting up on the display, and then it clears. That's something called the LED scanner. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that our day 4 with the Advent. Looking forward to now seeing what's in day 5.